Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Today's been a weird day so far.
A little bit.
Oh, topsy-turvy.
Sorry about your headphones.
Yeah,
So
so
It's fine now.
earlier we were trying to fix the alert issue where the audio for the alerts wasn't coming through. Looks like it's going to be pretty hard to fix that with my current setup. So sorry about that. Yeah, as always.
But- Like it can be fixed, but it's very like it's temperamental. You guys know how my streams are.
Yeah.
But don't worry, I have a possible solution. Don't even
Yeah.
worry
Don't send
about
me your
You
card.
can
What?
see this.
That's
You can see
crazy.
this in the. You can see this in the chat log, but my headphones broke like less than 5 minutes before we were supposed to start. So like I grabbed some Scotch tape and super glue, and that should hold for tonight. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then I went to turn on the timer, and it was like, for some reason, way off my to the side of my layout and upside down, and I have no idea why.
And we kept it that
kinda
way.
went
And
with it.
we suggested just keeping it that way.
Yeah, it was a moment of levity for us after some stress.
Yes.
Now, speaking of levity and stress, Phoenix Wright.
Recall your testimony for the court.
Okay, so last time, what happened last time? It was
The muffler.
lunch lady woman.
Angel Star.
She went
is
off.
rude.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, and I was reminded why I hate Angel Star. Just the whole business. Oh, I wasn't there. I was up on this upper level, and I had to like run around for 5 minutes. So there was this whole 5-minute gap where I don't know what was going on. But it doesn't matter. I'm sure the suspect was just standing in place during those 5 minutes.
It doesn't help that she has 26 pieces of testimony that she needs to share with you.
And then I mentioned the muffler.
Oh,
And
yeah.
a demon mouth.
The muffler.
That's what had me confused in my early testimony. Muffler. Yeah.
Could it be that the muffler you heard mentioned was actually this exhaust pipe? That's right. We ended just after we answered a question so that
Yeah.
Phoenix would explain a few things while we were getting back into things. All right.
That was a smart
Yeah,
move by.
so-
I'm guessing Ark suggested that.
I mean, you know,
I don't remember
agrees.
who, but
Yeah, that's what. That
I'd
means
assume.
this piece of cloth is vital evidence.
Oh.
You dead.
Yeah. Oh shoot! Today, crap. Was Jay voicing this last time?
I think so.
Yeah, let's
I
keep
think
that
you
up.
can keep him. Yeah.
Yeah.
For now. I think this is the end of this section of
Yeah,
the trial
yeah.
anyway.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. What? Would you quit that?
But it's funny though.
We're never sure, Jay.
I thought you learned this by now.
Yeah. So, well, it seems we have to suspend the proceedings.
Suspend?
Oh yes.
Suspended.
No.
I find myself pondering about that piece of cloth.
Was she gonna get suspended from lunch ladying?
Yeah.
If we leave any questions unanswered here, we do a disservice to the law.
Finally, someone says it.
Have the car at the crime scene inspected at once, and bring me that cloth. The verdict will wait until after we've seen all evidence. Agreed?
Wait, you mean lunch ladies can't get suspended too?
I mean, I'm sure they can, but
No, whatever he said.
he's that was close. I've already forgotten too.
I think he
I thought it
said,
was-
I suppose so.
Yes,
I suppose
But-
so. Thanks.
but we made it, at least for now.
This court will adjourn for a 30-minute recess.
Oh, only a recess.
It's lunchtime after all, and I've got like 20 of them.
He's still hungry?
Yeah, I remember me actually when we were here last night. I wanted to like hold off because I knew this was happening, but I
Yeah.
didn't know how far away it was.
Oh
So-
yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So
Well, then we got the reminder. That's important.
Yeah.
So this isn't just split up into, like, investigation and trial. Like, the trial itself is split up into, like, part 1 and part 2.
Intermission.
Trial day 1.
Trial former.
Yeah, trial former, and now it will probably go
Trial later. Trial ladder. Yeah. Oh man.
I guess Danganronpa also
boy.
thought that this was a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, though, they were like, we can go for 5 hours before we have an intermission.
Just do the whole thing in one go. It's fine.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. We're here.
Still a good game, though.
All right.
Mr. Wright,
Huh? What?
are trials always like this with you?
Eh,
Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface. But no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there.
wait,
Pretty much.
who wins?
Pretty much.
I do win. I do tend to win. Except today, we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway?
Apparently, she got called off to the judge's chambers.
Probably something to do with that piece of cloth.
So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? Our only weapon, a tiny, insignificant piece of cloth.
I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth.
Poor guy.
Hola,
that's gonna...
pardon. Hola,
Yep.
partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. Well, that's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least.
Officer Marshall!
Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory.
That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there anyway? All the police I've seen the last 2 days have really had me on edge. Or really been really on edge.
Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example.
Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf.
Yeah. You don't say. Now, don't that just beat all?
Huh?
I'm with her on this one. I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. Saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler.
What?
Scarf.
It's a muffler.
At the award ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon.
What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf.
So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken.
Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns. And sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell.
No.
I have a bad feeling about this, and I'm not sure what advice you just gave me.
So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright?
Shit.
Cement.
No!
If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee.
Thanks, Marshall.
Yeah.
You're so helpful.
Thanks, Marshall. Thanks for that.
So do you still wish you had Angel Star instead?
I'd
Still Jen. Yeah.
like to resume.
Resume?
What's up? The judge keeps looking over the prosecution.
Oh.
Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, and you're sweating bullets.
Well, what about you, Judge? You're saying the wrong name.
That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, they are doubled over, your back is bent.
can't be. This can't happen.
I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, then I believe it is time we continued on with this trial.
Can we get like a medic or something for Edgeworth?
Is he okay?
No, he's fine, but that's normal.
Blood pressure does not exist. We're fine. During our recess, something happened, and oh, don't yell at me!
This is unacceptable!
I didn't even say what it was!
Unacceptable!
It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself.
So who has him?
Excuse me. Knock, knock.
Who's
Oh,
there?
shit.
Oh, hey.
Who is?
You said it.
Oh.
Huh?
Whoa. What's with this guy?
He's huge.
A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom.
Hey, the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in.
I
It
know,
actually rose.
right?
Fahrenheit or
Ooh.
Celsius?
No, Wander, no, hold yourself back.
Who on earth is he?
It's you so-and-so, you old crazy man. I understand, Jimmy.
Oh! Sorry I'm late, Aji. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Aji? How you been? Swim much these days?
The film's been
Hello.
damn lately.
No, I've been so busy.
Busy, smizzy, Aji, my boy. You have got to make time to relax.
Just checking some things.
Yes, indeed.
Udgy seems to be his nickname for the judge.
I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who this? Ah, so you're Wrighto, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Eh? Thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all the trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little worthy?
Mr. Wright! You do not know the district chief of police?
Chief of police?
He is the top-ranking police officer in the entire district.
Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone.
Damon
So, what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came into this courtroom, hasn't it?
Zand. 2 years.
Well, it's worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's...
My sister's muffler.
Was it inside the muffler?
So, Miss Star wasn't just seeing things.
Yo, dog.
God damn it.
When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe.
Chat's calling for a beach episode where they're all swimming together.
Absolutely. I'll host that. On Little Worthy's car, no less.
On?
I can see this guy wearing like an old-timey striped, like full-body swimsuit, like a real Klimpaloon sort of deal.
Strap head pants. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us.
What's this?
It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this.
Switchblade knife. Switchblade knife?
Switchblade.
Chief! What kind of outfit are you running?
Mr. Edgeworth?
How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job?
Now wait a minute, Worthy.
I've no desire to hear your excuses.
I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had...
Your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel, but you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology.
What? Are you serious?
Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made.
This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words.
This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Not you too.
Oh, yes. The court accepts this new evidence. But I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Please do not yell at this man.
Yes.
Listen to
I
me.
have this real bad itch on my back.
Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife.
The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not.
Could you open it up for me, I wonder?
Yes, well, I think all you have to do is push that switch and...
Okay, pushing the switch.
Push. Guacamole!
If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore.
Ew.
Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore.
Come on, just hurry up and open it.
Oh, fine.
Oh, it's...
Are
Couldn't
we
go the short way.
tutorializing
Oh,
again?
come on.
You do
couldn't
not
go the short way.
understand.
It could
You
go
do not
one
understand
click to the
menus.
left and we would have been there.
There's a small tag on the knife.
It seems to say SL9 too.
What does that mean?
Well, I've heard something similar. DL6 of DL6 incident fame.
But it's strange.
Doesn't know how
Huh?
any of this works.
What is...
I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow.
Well, your sister is the chief prosecutor. That makes sense.
Okay, 67S. Z67S.
What are you hoping it'll be backwards? Yeah.
There we go.
Ah! Ah!
Ah! Don't scare me like that!
Wah!
I'm the one who's scared. I'm holding a knife. Oh no.
Look at this
Phoenix,
knife
what do you
blade.
have?
No!
Right. Terrified.
Look at
The
this
jump.
knife blade. The tip is broken off.
And the dark red stain. Blood.
Blood?
Dude.
Blood.
Blood?
The blood.
The blue to the news.
It's got the blade.
Switch by out of the court now. Well. This does not excuse the actions of the police department. I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself.
I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us, you know,
It's like old times.
about the split between the prosecutor and the police and this knife?
Sure thing. Not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Very agreeable.
For how long?
See, there's confidence where you can tell someone's just living life and enjoying it and they're fun to be around. And then there's confidence that says, I can do whatever the hell I want and you can't stop me.
Yeah.
This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. And a detective was killed at the police department scene. What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
You really want to?
Wait. He's saying there was another murder?
He's saying there was a murder at the police department. Man.
Oh.
And our murder was at the prosecutor's office?
That's right.
At 5:15.
That's right.
Oh, god damn it, it's one of those.
There was a murder at the police department? A detective?
That's hush-hush information, Archie. We haven't exactly announced it yet.
Wait a second. You said 5:15? That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
What?
Order!
Aura?
Was it, though?
Order!
Between 4 o'clock and 5:30. So, witnesses say it was 5:15. The autopsy says it was between 4 and 5:30.
I think somebody said that it was 5:15. I don't remember.
Yeah,
I think the
probably
assessment
Angel
said,
Star.
Yeah, I think Angel Star said she saw the stab and then checked the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Angel Star said she saw a murder at 5:15. The autopsy, which is more reliable, says it was between 4 and 5:30. So it could have been earlier.
Very fair, okay. Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay?
I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright?
2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places.
Wait, so what does this knife have to do with... Why is he giving us this knife?
Because it was in the muffler.
Oh, okay, so it was wrapped in the scarf in the exhaust pipe.
Oh.
Yeah.
The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course.
Higher science.
I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness.
I'd like to exercise.
Oh.
Very well. However,
Can't just like, very good, let's go for a swim.
keep your questions focused on the case at hand.
Look at the smug smile.
And we just gave this testimony, right?
Yeah. No special can't say how here.
Hold it! Excuse me, special. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Wrighto, but I can't say that now, not that.
We've established the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime?
That's quite a mystery.
And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler!
Oh!
Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. Oh, bitch! This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain.
Corruption, embezzlement, all sorts of stuff.
It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Wrighto.
Maybe there's something about the knife that can give us a clue? Let's examine the knife while we can, Wrighto.
Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman.
He just takes it.
It's a new nickname. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time.
So, how are things done in the department? Down at the depot. Hold up.
Well, what's had him stumped all this time?
The note?
That
Yeah,
seems likely.
this.
That seems very likely. The tag wasn't upside down. It was...
So should
But
I
where
even
do we-
bother? Should I even bother pressing the rest of the stuff?
do whatever you want.
Not really, I think, unless if we want to see the dialogue.
Jay just called Lenny Boy in the chat, and I imagine that's
Lenny boy.
That's Gant's influence on him. Wait a second. At last, an honest-to-goodness objection. This knife. This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman.
What do you mean?
And honest-to-goodness, what do you mean from Aji? This is great. Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92.
Is this important, and why?
Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim.
What is this Goodman? 6 minus 7s, 12 over 2, carry the 5, divide by 0, 0!
No, sir.
No!
Your Honor, it's upsetting. Bless
Bless
you.
Upside!
The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get?
Upside down.
I'll take it.
Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down.
SL9. That's the same thing that's written on this knife's tag. Order, order. Well, Chefé?
Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Wrighto.
What?
Nice.
I win? Ooh, what game is this guy playing?
Yay! Not guilty.
Wait, now that we've
Yeah,
proven
yeah.
that, now that
This
we've
is a new
proven
line.
that, do we go back to the part where he said that it's not officially related and present that paper?
Well, no,
Maybe.
I
he's
think
changed a statement in
I think
his...
this is new.
Yeah,
Oh,
this,
it's
this
new.
line
Oh, it's
here
new.
is new.
Sorry, did not get that. This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room.
Oh, okay. And the rest is the same.
Yeah.
Let's push
So
this.
push.
Great. Oh, but... So, this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder.
I agree with
What?
Edgy.
What?
You having a snack over there, Edgeworth?
Temporary Edgeworth saps. Temporary Edgeworth saps.
It was evidence, you say. Was it, in fact, a murder weapon?
Nice, nice, nice. Good show, Little Worthy. It was a murder weapon as it happens. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder.
Thanks for covering me. Sorry.
No
I
worries.
I was not expecting Edward to have lines there.
And it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car?
Hard to think there isn't a connection there.
Hmm.
Who's the character who's constantly eating snacks?
Emma.
Emma.
Oh, it's her?
I don't have
future
any
Em-
snacks.
Future Emma.
Future
Oh
Emma.
yeah, that's from Apollo Justice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Snackoos.
I
We
mean,
read
we
this
all
one.
already seen Spirit of Justice, so.
True. Yeah, that's true. Not technically spoilers. Something happened at the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Wrighto, my boy. Sharp, hungry.
So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed?
Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened in the police department that day? Sorry, it got stuck.
It happens.
Wait, so
The
what
detective
happened when we pressed this statement? Not this one. This one. I was not paying attention because I was eating.
The knife was evidence in the case. I forget exactly what he said. I'm sorry.
Did he just elaborate that it was stolen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
It was
said it
from
was
a
stolen.
case that has been long since solved.
Right.
Okay.
It was a murder weapon, he said.
Mm-hmm.
And then
All
she
that?
was murdered.
On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot. Another detective was killed at the police department? Oh, that's a fact! Surprising, isn't it, G?
I'm at a loss for words.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Wrighto. I suppose I could help if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one. This kid's sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. Pick one.
I don't like
Let's
that.
see. Where the victim was found. Well, we know the police department. We don't know where.
We know the other two. We know when they died and how they were killed.
How were they killed?
I mean, I assume they were stabbed
With a
Do we-
knife.
with a
Do
knife
we-
that we have.
I don't think he said that, though. He did tell us exactly where and exactly when.
Yeah, because he didn't say where in the police department, but I don't think that really matters right now.
True.
Hmm.
And we know 5:15.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we
when
say
I don't
ask
think
how?
matters too. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Oh my god.
I mean, listen, man. We only get one shot at this.
Yeah, you're
Yeah, we sure probably
Otherwise,
only
we have
get
to
one
start the
shot.
whole game over.
Yeah.
From the very beginning. God, Mia's still alive. We could just run away. Well, how was the detective killed? How was he killed? Now that's the interesting part. It was what we in the Force call a stabbing with a knife.
That's what I said.
I mean, you were right, but I don't think you said it. A knife.
That's exactly the same as Detective Goodman.
That's the spirit. We're cooking now.
So we couldn't ask who the victim was?
Ooh, that wasn't a question. But you know, that's not the only thing that was exactly the same.
You picked the wrong answer. Question, dummy.
What? What do you mean? Did we really? There were more similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. It seems like I'm going to have to press this a bit harder. Okay, maybe we do that one again and pick the other option? Even though he said pick one?
Yep.
5:15? But that's when Detective Goodman was killed in the prosecutor's office.
Allegedly.
What?
Funny, isn't it? A murder at the prosecutor's place and a murder at our place at the very same time.
The judge secretly has a laptop in his desk. He's playing PSO2.
He is not!
He is too.
He's not.
What are the chances? Coincidence?
I think not.
This is just my gut feeling, but I'd say there's a 0.001% chance of that happening.
Oh, he's playing Pokemon. Okay.
Yeah.
Chief
He's
Gans,
got a
please.
Switch under his desk. He's playing Pokemon.
That's more in character. Please
Yeah.
tell us more about the incident.
Ooh, I found a shiny.
No, you can't find more.
It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it.
Is it another square shiny?
I'll find out.
Shine Spark.
Oh, right. They have, like, shinier shinies now, don't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Good lord.
And I found one wonder. I did it.
He found the
Yeah.
supposedly more rare one on stream
On stream.
Oh,
by complete
wow.
luck.
Which Pokemon was it?
Sharpedo.
Oh, nice.
We named it Shine Shark. I was very happy about it.
Oh, Shiny Star. Okay. Was it this one that we asked the questions?
I did.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Oh, that. Speed this along. We already read all this. We read all this.
What's the?
You don't think?
That what?
Whole day.
Okay.
I think it's whole day.
Oh, it's B. Hold B.
Yeah, I don't think it lets you speed past them if you haven't seen them. So, what do you want to ask? Again, we do already know when.
Yeah. So I guess where?
So, tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say that the crime took place in the evidence room at the police department.
Oh.
The evidence room?
Oh yeah, that's where
I've
I
been
was.
in there.
Yeah, I was
That's
assaulted
where
in there.
I got tased in that room. Wait a
Security,
second.
guys.
I have. Why don't they buff security in that room?
The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now?
This knife was evidence in the case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases.
You seem happy, Mr. Wright.
He's wagging his tail.
Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link.
Go to town.
Okay, Nick.
Here I go to town. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gantz to testify about the details. Yeah, now we present the knife.
No!
Not officially linked.
It's never gonna stop being funny, you
Should I
know?
press this?
I think you should present the knife.
All right. Yep.
Oh, no, sorry. Stop. Maybe
Dang
we
it.
do press it. Your Honor,
Really?
that statement contradicts the thing. Please let me. Oh.
Nope.
Aw.
Nope.
I wish you would.
Nope.
Oh, we just press it. Goddamn.
Damn it.
Chief. I am running out of water so quickly. The defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Wrighto. What's your connection?
Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright.
The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room.
Not to mention, the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag.
And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room.
Indeed. There do seem to be many contradictions. Nope. Connections. For it to be a coincidence. And also a contradiction.
I'm so uncomfortable.
You do make a good pair.
Oh,
I
he
hate
ships
you.
it.
Aw.
He ships it.
It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here.
Chief! I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department.
See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially?
I hadn't considered that.
Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all.
Good.
What? Really?
Like,
What?
It was that easy?
I know he's
Can I use
playing
that?
us. I know he's playing us, but
Who would have guessed?
I do
I
like
mean,
how nice he's being to Nick. It's a nice change of pace.
I mean,
cool.
Edward never asked. We did, therefore we got it.
I'll cooperate, but I can't reveal the name of the victim at the department, okay? If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Oh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly.
Go by the books.
Oh, well, I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. We have...
Or ID number, maybe?
We do have an ID
Yeah,
number
let's see if
on us.
it matches the ID number of the
They
ID we
wouldn't
found.
have made that an option unless.
Okay. How about you tell me the victim's ID number?
5842189.
Yeah, we got the number right there. Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that.
Yeah, sure.
Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189.
Huh.
You don't say. You don't say.
Well, that is quite long. Might I write that down?
Phrasing.
And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts.
It too. I can't do it.
You didn't even get the first number right.
It's hard, okay?
Well, Mr. Wright, does it tell you anything?
The ID number of the victim at the police department, 5842189.
This tells me nothing. It tells me something.
Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think.
Meaning?
It has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean?
Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you?
Take that.
Witness!
What is it, Mr. Wright? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night.
What?
Sorry about that, Your Honor. No, it's just, I got confused.
And this is news.
Thanks, Edgeworth.
Heyo.
We'll talk about that later.
High five.
Oh my god, wow!
Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do.
Oh my god. The police department. The prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered at one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here.
Oh, is it yours?
No, Your Honor, I'm a defense attorney, remember?
Who are you again?
Oh my god. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Wrighto! Personnel IDs are top secret! Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842199.
52199.
You know, if you keep trying to do it fast, you're gonna mess it up.
What?
And this means what exactly?
Huh?
Wait! The ID number we heard from the chief earlier, 278. Started with 82. I've forgotten.
You didn't even get the first number right, again! The number the chief of police gave us was 584-2189.
Wait a second, right? What does this...
Mean. That's what I want to know.
Oh, they finish each other's sentences.
So cute. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words,
A shiny.
the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Just gonna
You?
hold on that for emphasis. Oh! Sharp as a tack, Wrighto, sharp as a tack.
Right as paint.
Ah,
But wait, Detective Goodman is our victim. He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot.
yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department in the evidence room at the exact same time.
That's impossible. So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time, and in a completely different location?
Yes?
Order, Chief! What does this man happen?
What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? Yes, it's top secret, fine. I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case.
Now just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered.
Your Honor, the police department has made a grave error in this case.
Wait. I said wait. What, didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours.
What? How dare?
We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news.
Officer Meekins?
Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait. Aha!
Yay.
Yeah.
Like, his ID tag has the same pose.
Yeah. Excuse me, but Miss Edgeworth, anyone on the premises? Here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got to report, sir.
You don't mean him?
According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe.
But your officer, he told me. He said the report had nothing to do with the Lana Sky incident.
Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report.
Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me?
Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem challenged.
Wow, Emma. Get out. Out. Right now.
In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy.
But, sir, could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then, I...
Stop staring at me with them big old eyes.
No. No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say unworthy?
Oh!
What?
Now, what was the second rule of evidence law?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Huh? Oh, well, it's,
Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant?
normally you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list.
So, what does this mean?
I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wrighto over there. Good job, Wrighto, my boy. Huh? Oh, I was just doing my job.
No. No!
Max.
It seems that we have come to the end of this trial. And I swear I'm not saying that again.
Yeah, I want you to remember this scene right there.
I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy. What with all those rumors? You were even in the defendant's chair just this past December.
I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened if it's the last thing I do.
You'd better get results this time, really.
You have my profound apologies, sir.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court.
I want you to remember this.
I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. I want you to remember. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
No way is this going to be wrapped up in 2 days, I'm sure of it. I remember that much.
Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive.
I want you to.
Scary.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
Phoenix walking out of the courtroom like, what just happened to me?
Where did I go just now?
Why do I feel like I'm on strings?
I really like that character.
Gant?
What? I couldn't tell.
Mm-hmm.
Demon Zant.
We're back.
The chat is already demonic.
Mr. Wright, so what's going on with the case anyway? I'm a little confused.
Shit.
Huh? Ooh, let's see. What is going on? The victim, Detective Bruce Goodman, was stabbed to death after 5 p.m. on the 21st. He died in the prosecutor's parking lot and the police department's evidence room.
What's this and the evidence room part? The prosecutor's office and the police department are 30 minutes apart by car.
We did test that last time. Well, that's what we're going to find out, or try to at least.
All right, let's do it.
Glad she's in good spirits, but I'm not sure she's going to be much help with this.
Don't be so sure, Mr. Wright. For you see, I can read your thoughts.
Frightening, huh?
Everyone
It's what the
can do
glasses
that.
do, after all.
Maybe if it wasn't displayed in a text box.
No big deal. Everyone can read my thoughts.
Yeah.
Scary.
Look, we're in this together, right? I'll prove that these thick-rimmed glasses of mine aren't just for show. Let's go. Science awaits us.
Are they
Science awaits.
prescription?
I want to go get a drink of water after that. Saps, can you take over Phoenix for a bit?
Sure can do.
Okay, be right back.
I will get some lines.
Yay.
You know, I really don't think we should worry about the police department murder. There wasn't even a body found there. Who cares?
He said he couldn't tell us where the body was discovered. Ding dong, ding bong.
Yeah, it was only our victim who was killed in our evidence room. No biggie.
Besides, my sister would never do such a thing. I know it.
That oil drum, was it empty?
Aww. The oil drum kicked over by the chief prosecutor was brimming with water.
My sister erasing evidence at the crime scene? Never!
Even though she says she don't belong, Emma really likes her sister.
That's not it at all!
Stop reading my thoughts!
No! It's just... we're both professionals at what we do, and I trust her.
Big
You
words
love-
for a
You love Lana, don't you, Emma?
No.
Yes, big words for a high school student. Well, whether there was blood on the floor or not, the water in that oil drum washed it all away. Thank you, Sash, by the way.
You're welcome. Oh no.
Ignore the strength of my science at your own peril, Mr. Wright.
I'm a man of science.
What's that grin for?
This situation calls for one thing, and that is luminol testing fluid.
Cool. Luminol.
Luminol.
Luminol. Blood is sticky stuff, you know. You can't just wash it away with a little water. Even if you can't see it, it's still there.
Taunting you.
But when the police have already done those tests?
Never trust anyone's eyes but your own, Mr. Wright. Just give it a try.
Me? Why do I have to do it?
I'm a minor. I can't even drink yet.
What?
We're testing bloodstains with the stop not drinking it.
Shows that you know.
Here, look. I'll lend you these glasses.
Huh? You had an extra pair of the things? Wear
Whoa.
them, Phoenix. Good boy. Except these ones are more red.
We've gone virtual, boy.
Oh, God.
It's called virtual.
To test for a blood reaction, just spray the luminol on it. Like this, see? Press the A button to spray it on.
Use the touchscreen.
Okay, let's find us some blood stains.
And or the
Okay,
blue
so
ones.
what is it wants you to point with the Wii remote? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see her eyes shining behind those glasses.
And they don't have a clue.
So is this a blood stain?
It's so... Ugh.
Emma, you're shaking.
It's just... This is my first time seeing real blood.
Lies.
Scientific investigation in action.
Okay, well, we definitely know this is a blood stain. But doesn't something strike you as odd? Scientifically speaking, of course.
What's odd about this scientifically?
It's pink. How did this happen?
It's clearly blue. I'm looking at it right now.
I guess the amount?
The perpetrator and Detective Goodman fought here, right?
Yeah, there was a port of the trilogy on the Wii, and they just replaced all the touchscreen stuff with the Wii remote.
Hmm.
God damn it, Trigger. I mean, you're
Don't
not
you
wrong,
think there'd be
but-
a little more blood?
It's true, but you shouldn't say it.
I definitely think so. I mean... Look at all the blood and the sole of the victim's shoe.
It is pretty strange. If they fought there, or here, there'd have to be more blood than this.
Hey, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna mark up the floor plans when we find the bloodstain, okay?
Objection,
Okay.
Len. The Wii remote didn't have a microphone; it had a speaker.
Ha!
It
That's
was
true, it does not.
It was the DS that you could shout objection into.
Shut down!
With the Wii remote, you would point the way that Phoenix does to object.
Oh, yeah.
Take that, presents Wii Remote.
Throws
See?
it at TV.
I'm
means
pretty
you would-
hit to have around, right?
Which means you would object and present evidence by mistake all the time because you're moving the controller around.
Oh.
Yeah, and this stuff's pretty handy too.
I saved up all my allowance to buy that.
Oops.
Luminol testing fluid received from one very proud-looking Emma Scott.
Aw.
But also, like, this is the best way to get used to this. This is like awesome for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't be sure that the police will reveal all of their evidence in court. Sometimes they fail to mention evidence that doesn't fit with their view of the case.
Then let's drag that hidden evidence out into the light of day.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah?
It feels like we're really investigating a crime now, doesn't it?
Guess I should give this spray on anything suspicious.
Like you. Psh, psh.
Just a water spritzer.
Huh.
Perhaps? Yes.
Ha! I wonder how that fluid of yours would react to a nice deli box.
Phrasing.
Miss Star!
You only trust your own eyes? Not bad, you two. This day-old deli box is on the house.
Sorry, it's just that kind of lead-in doesn't really get my mouth watering.
Do I have to talk
Fair
to
enough. I guess so.
Phoenix? It's free fucking food. Eat it.
But it's day old. I just
Yeah,
said
if it's
it's
old,
day
it
old
hasn't
sushi.
been like refrigerated or anything.
It's day-old sushi. Maybe don't.
Yeah.
Eat it.
I don't know about that.
It's food. You don't waste it.
It's already been wasted!
You wasted it.
You didn't eat it. So I made it for you.
You did this!
But
I made it for you, Phoenix.
Nope.
I made it for you.
What a
I
slice
made
of
this
milk?
day-old
What's that
deli
from?
box for you.
You're
You
lying.
certainly put me in a tight spot today.
My apologies, Miss Star, but
No, it's okay. It was my fault.
correct.
Oh, we know.
Fuck you! I witnessed everything for that security room right there. But I was afraid that wouldn't sound convincing enough, you see? I was wrong to think that. I'm sorry.
Sorry. I'm
Sorry.
Very sorry.
You lied on the witness stand! That's unforgivable!
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
We're
Not at all.
sorry. Sorry.
We're very sorry. Little girl, don't forget what's important here. Even if the place I witnessed from the event from was different, I still saw what I saw. I saw Chief Prosecutor Sky stab a man in cold blood, and that testimony still stands.
Does it though?
You're gonna throw
Yes.
this on her little sister, Angel?
Yes. It's the truth. I swear on my honor as a detective. She stabbed Goodman.
You have no honor.
Yeah, I guess
And also
perjury is
orange
not a
detective.
crime. They just throw out. If they can prove you lied, they throw that part out and keep everything else.
I know this photograph has something important to tell us, but what?
Photograph?
The picture of her above the car.
Oh, that photo.
Yeah. So, you're a detective, weren't you, Miss Star?
Yes, it was a long time ago. Well, 2 years ago. No matter how hard the criminal when they faced me, they'd always cough up.
He has
Ha
coughed it up. Bleh.
Coughed what up? Dare I
They
ask?
confessed.
Oh, okay.
They babbled like babies.
Okay.
You know,
Sorry.
I may seem like a demon sometimes, but I can be an angel too.
I can be your angel or your devil.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no! Oh
That's
god,
why
the
I was
meme before
laughing.
the meme. That's where it came from. I wouldn't doubt it. That design is still very cute.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Every day I drag the dirt out of the mouths of suspect after
Gross.
suspect.
Gross.
And before long, they called me the Cough Up Queen.
Oh, and here I thought someone had gotten food poisoning from your lunches.
Unrelated incident.
Oh, owned. And you were let go, fired. Yes, that's what it means.
Flashback! I felt that I had found my dream job when I became an investigator. And if these prim and proper prosecutors hadn't let me go, I'd still be one today. It's all because of that case. The SL9 incident.
The Sline incident.
You got real scary. SL9. Oh, wait, she doesn't mean that face of hers reminds me of Gant when he does his face. Very piercing glares.
I'm gonna spritz her with this. Like a cat.
Oh dear.
It's luminol. It's a chemical.
Works extra effective then.
Oh my god.
No. I wouldn't actually use this on a cat, just on her.
Jeez.
Oh, sweet baby.
Is there anything on here that about
It's a chemical.
SL9?
It's a little different.
Is it though?
I feel it in my bones.
That looks like a petrified piece of provolone.
That is rude. It's not. It's my attorney's badge.
Same thing.
No.
I think a petrified piece of provolone would fetch more on the open market.
It's so rude. Look, my badge isn't up for sale. Not yet, at least. Stop talking about that, Phoenix.
I guess this?
What do you think about this?
The SL9 incident. It's written on that knife. And on that note,
I guess either would have worked.
Goodman. He was a good man. Goodman was the head detective in that case, you know?
No.
Really?
That knife was evidence from the case. The murder weapon. It was due to transferal when the very day Goodman was killed. As I suspected. SL9 isn't over. Not yet.
Do you think you could tell us a bit more about the SL9 incident?
No.
It seems important, and you seem like you're ready to
Bye
go.
now.
Oh, no? What?
No?
What?
Bye now.
How are we supposed to not assume that that's what it wants? Okay, whatever.
What do
Okay,
you
same
think
thing.
about-
Is it the same thing? If it goes through this whole same thing and then gives it to us, I'm calling it nonsense.
Maybe we need to give him, or give her the Goodman's badge ID thing.
Wait, I want to check. I want to check and see if it worked first. I just want to see.
No.
No.
Okay. All right.
Let's try this.
I had one of those up until 2 years ago.
Back when you were the cough-up queen, right?
We found this ID. We found this ID card here in the parking lot.
This matter don't get many lines.
You got to be
Well-
Phoenix before.
Yeah, and I got to be Von Karma during the final.
That's true.
So,
Fun Karma was pretty cool. It was my new favorite Saps roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's no mistaking that. It's definitely Goodman's.
But it's the same ID as the man who was killed at the police department.
That's impossible.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I wish I could be so sure.
Now, maybe?
Yeah, look at the text options.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, did you look at this luminol? Spritz, spritz.
Yes.
Get it. Get it.
You want some hot tea, right?
Nope. I didn't say that.
You must have to brew the leaves a long time to get rich flavor like
That's
this.
not how you make tea.
Previously leaves in with steam before brewing.
If you steep them too long, the chlorophyll breaks down and becomes bitter.
Tea's just
It-
leaf water.
You utter fool.
I knew it! So that's the secret to their aroma. Exquisite!
I've never heard of steaming tea before.
The only thing I'm smelling here is wasted time.
I'm sure it's a thing. I've never encountered that.
It's gotta be in her text options.
No.
I smell
What?
ham.
What about the picture?
We just presented the picture.
Can you look at the blue
There's
badger
more
and tell me what you
pictures?
think? What do you think when you look at the blue badger? What about the knife? What about Edward's knife? Or the other knife? No, we already did look at the other knife.
Hang on, this calms me. Okay.
That's good.
What about the
I'll
autopsy?
eat your heart.
If we talk about Edward's knife, she'll get angry at prosecutors and talk again.
Do it again, do it again!
If you think about it, I could have taken the picture from the guard room. But even I get busted sometimes.
So you went straight to the scene of the crime.
I rushed towards the chain link fence in an effort to stop the murder. That's when I took the photo, yes.
In other words, 5 minutes after the crime.
Those 5 minutes are the whole problem.
You think?
The hole in my testimony, as it were.
The 5 minutes weren't the problem, Miss Star. You lying was the problem.
No.
Yes.
It was the 5 minutes.
Yes,
No,
yes,
it was
yes.
the 5 minutes. Even Wonder agreed.
No.
Wonder did.
Dude,
You can't take that away.
tear her apart, Emma.
Listen, little girl, I've had my testimony disregarded before. And I wasn't going to have it disregarded again. Just like that time. Oh, we need a trouble, probably.
That time?
We
Don't
now
you dare-
have the...
Now, give it
Oh
to
my
us.
God.
There we go.
What's the Japanese thing going as?
The thing ended
E.
could you...
Confusing.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But the thing ended with, could you tell us more about the incident? Whatever.
They probably assumed to swap it around. That incident really opened my eyes to the truth.
Seeming to use the Japanese thing. That makes sense.
We're nothing to them. Disposable.
Yeah, but generally, if you want tea to be stronger in flavor, you add more leaves.
Yeah. Disposable? To who?
2 years ago, it was the biggest case I'd ever handled.
Squad, the crew.
The police and the prosecutors were desperate for decisive evidence.
So, they didn't solve it?
Who's the guy at the bottom?
I don't know.
I don't know.
On the contrary, it was solved quite cleanly. The criminal was caught and executed.
Executed.
That happens?
Now we confirm that that's what happened to criminals in this game. Yes,
Yeah, pretty much.
the criminal
Yeah.
got what was coming to him. It doesn't get any cleaner than that.
Yeah, everyone
The only
found it.
problem was, they never did find decisive evidence. Not even a shred.
What? But the criminal was executed, right?
On the basis of evidence, of a sort, made up evidence.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I am livid
What?
right now.
You mean they executed someone with fabricated evidence?
Yeah.
The best part came several months after the trial.
The fabric softener.
Every detective involved with the case was dealt with. Some were demoted to patrolmen, others found themselves out of a job.
And you were one of those.
Not punishment enough.
Myself and the other person you know, or one other person you know as well.
Wait, could it be...
Exactly. Detective Jake Marshall.
Oh.
Oops, I meant Police Department Security Detail Officer Jake Marshall. As professional detectives, we investigated that case from every angle. Jake was particularly determined. And then, it was over. And he was demoted. However, he hasn't forgotten, and neither have I.
You haven't forgotten SL9?
There was another side to that case, a hidden side. That's what we're after now. And no one up in their fancy offices can stop us.
Wait. Those lunches you sell.
There is only one reason I came to sell lunches in this cursed office. I came here to meet old friends. Boyfriends that can help me investigate.
Miss Star's old boyfriends. How many does she have, anyway? Just when all the detectives on SL9 have disappeared, we find new evidence.
There has to be a connection.
So, rookie,
What?
it seems like you're serious about investigating this case.
Yes.
Then you should take this.
Mmm.
Salisbury steak lunch?
Yum.
I'm surprised you knew. I know a certain guy who might help you if you tempt him with this treat.
Is it Gumshoe? Oh, it's Marshall.
Yeah, it's Marshall.
Oh.
Dang it.
Miss Star. Officer Marshall, is he your Are you his... Are you... going out?
Why do you want to know?
Ooh.
Office gossip.
Dude!
I was just wondering what happened to him. A long time ago when he was helping my sister do cases, he was so nice. He got along so well with my sister, it made me jealous. And he was nice to me too back then.
This would be when Officer Marshall was a detective.
But
Now
now,
he's just a dick.
now he's just a dick.
Jake and I are merely cooperating in this investigation. We're putting the past to rest, as it were. Nothing more than that.
I see. Thank you.
Officer Jake Marshall.
All right.
I haven't left yet, so you know what that means.
I guess let's go here.
We are here.
And they're out there, but we're in here.
It's even busier here than it was yesterday.
Now all I'm wondering is where's the sheriff? The detectives are running around so fast they're blurring.
I suppose it makes sense. A detective did get killed here after all.
So, the evidence room, the scene of the crime. According to the pamphlet we got on the front desk, here it is.
She's like a kid in an amusement park.
Ooh, a real crime scene. Let's go take a look.
Alright. The guy in the front looks like Gumshoe. But it's not
Yeah.
Gumshoe. It's a fake Gumshoe.
It's a fake shoe.
Guard
Gum
station
shoe.
again. Oh my.
Tall shoe.
Oh my god.
Excuse me with the bottles
Yeah.
on top of the servers there?
Don't worry
Don't
about
worry
it. It's
about
fine.
it.
The-
Really
Before they-
decorative.
Grape
It's
juice.
before they realized that they wanted grape juice.
Gotta
what
put him
about
somewhere.
what about the open bottle with a shot glass next to it on his
Don't
desk?
worry about
Also
it.
grape juice.
What about the other open bottle
Don't
next to the screens?
Guess what's
Grape
in that
flavor
one?
grape juice.
Or,
It's
well,
grape juice.
no, that was orange juice. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah.
I like his succulents though.
What's with the decor in this place? It's very eccentric.
An entire cow skull. He's got
According to the
clothes
pamphlet,
hanging
this
from a
is the-
line that's like wrapped around that cart.
this is the guard station for the evidence room.
So beyond that door is the evidence room, the scene of the crime?
It sure seems that way. Oh.
Is this a different evidence room? I guess
Yeah,
the one
wait a
we
minute.
were-
Was the tasing incident in the records room, perhaps?
Ooh, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because that was next to
Okay,
the
okay.
because like the building next to this is where like the detective chief hangs out with Gumshoe.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the building next to this one, and that's where the evidence room was. So, or
Right.
where we got tased, because that was old evidence. I think this is like current evidence. Well, except no, the SL9 was 2 years ago, so you'd think that would have been moved over. I'm sure they'll explain it.
What's wrong?
Apparently, grape juice is an inside joke because Shu Takumi was obsessed with grape juice, drank it all the time.
Yeah.
It's those cacti. They're so prickly. It's imposing. It's hard to think straight.
If you can't handle the cacti, stay out of the desert. what I want to know is, if this is a guard station, then where's the sheriff?
I have a feeling, or I know who he is already.
I can't guess. Can you tell me?
Watch out for that trap. That trap lasso. Where the lasso is. Like he's gonna someone's gonna step in there and he's gonna yank it around their ankle.
No.
Alright, let's look at stuff.
How could anyone enter the goddamn security room with that in front of it?
There's a security guard uniform hanging there.
No. Just no.
It looks more like a costume than a uniform, honestly.
It'll quench ya.
It's the quenchiest. A leather jacket, leather pants, a leather What is that called again?
I'll tell you when you're older.
A punchy? A paunchy? A pinchy? I know, a poochie. Maybe that wasn't
Might
it.
be made out of them.
It's poncho, but I think I'll keep that information to myself for the time being.
Rude.
It's a poochie now.
Yipes, they sure are prickly. They must be the real deal.
I would think just one big enough would be sufficient.
These cacti are a lot like my sister, actually.
Nothing's
What?
quenchier.
Wait, how so?
Encased in a cold, rigid shell with spines pointing in every direction. Just like her.
Huh.
I'm not so sure I see the resemblance.
Can I borrow the conversation for just a second?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so this game has a lot of pun names, right?
Mhm.
Where
Yeah.
they do kind of cool things. I just thought of one. I'm going to type it in the chat. I think that's going to make it the most obvious what I'm trying to go for.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. So, tell me if you get this.
Mhm.
Hmm.
What are you doing right now? Shoot. Shoot to kill.
Shoot to kill.
Oh.
And secretly, they're the murderer, but no one has any idea.
Wow.
By the
No
way,
one would ever
they're
do
a
that.
scuba
That's like
diver
the
assassin,
tutorial
just so
case.
you know.
It's a pretty good one, actually. I like that.
Shoot to kill.
Sorry. I just wanted to borrow that for just a moment.
Oh, okay. All right. Score 1 for Jay.
It's more of an attitude thing than a physical similarity.
So that was an abrupt breakdown about your sister just now, Emma. You doing okay? You want to talk about it? It looks like there's a video feed from the evidence room here.
My first is turning OC.
Good job.
You did
There's a
it.
light blinking below the monitor. It says recording. I bet we could use this computer to check on who went in and out of here.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe.
This swinging door makes the place look like some kind of saloon.
But look, it's nailed shut. You can't get in that way.
Of course not. If you went in through here, the cactus would fall over. Ouch.
I'd say it'd be more of a yar myself.
Wait. Is he trying to do a Wilhelm?
Oh, maybe. Because the Wilhelm originated from a Western. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Ah. Look on
A
the floor.
crocodile.
A lasso.
Looks like it's set up to trap something.
A trap here? Wait, I know. Maybe someone was trying to catch a wild bull in here, but the lasso missed.
Emma.
You sure have an active imagination.
Yeah, that.
She's great. The evidence room is beyond that door.
Let's just walk in. It won't open.
You thought it'd open? I think we need to get someone's permission to go in there first. Scanner? No, you're dead. No?
Do something to trigger him, but how?
What do we look at to summon the man?
Maybe we
It
just
is
pull
not
out the
today.
stake.
I was gonna
It's also
take. I was gonna take all this booze and run away with it, and that'll summon him.
it's possible that we have
Whiskey.
to go solve a problem elsewhere in the world before we can talk to him.
Maybe.
Okay. Oh.
Ah,
Hey!
Why are we excited?
because something's
that-
happening.
Retext means progress.
Oh.
This place is charged with frantic energy, as always.
Um.
Probably
guess-
Jay.
Guessing, Jay.
I have terrible news.
Huh? Wasn't that...
One steak lunch, please. I just finished my last meal and I need another one. Oh, it's
Detective Gumshoe.
You gotta need a lot of fuel for these games.
oh yeah. No time for chit-chat, pal. I'm a busy man.
Like, you just know that underneath all those, like all that coat and that uniform, this guy is ripped.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What I really need is a steak lunch from Lunchland.
I've seen the fan art.
Oh, you mean one of these? Actually, it's not for sale.
Ah.
Oh, he's sad.
Oh, you made him sad.
I think I just heard the sound of his heart breaking.
Now's no time for despair.
Is Detective Gumshoe a himbo? Absolutely yes.
Yes,
Unqualified yes, he is.
he is the definition of one.
Oh my
But
god.
is he a Jimbo?
Worry about that later.
Oh my god.
We
The
caught
criminal.
the criminal, by the way.
Oh, good. The criminal, you mean...
You heard about the stabbing at the police department evidence room, right, pal? You did that.
Oh yeah,
Come
but
on, you
we
did
still don't
that.
know who the suspect is.
You've got years.
On the same day that the detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot.
You look better in black.
What? Another detective was killed at the police department! I mean, I think I look good in blue, it's fine.
And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect?
Well, there it was a suspect, just arrested him, in fact. Thanks, Dan.
It's the biggest scandal ever hit the station in ages. Everything's topsy-turvy.
But Detective
What?
Gumshoe, who was it?
Who done did it?
Listen, pal, all I know is I need me a steak lunch pronto. I need to bribe somebody. Oh, standing around here talking to you isn't gonna fill my belly from the second meal.
Alright, bye.
Wait, don't leave.
We've had breakfast,
What?
but what about second breakfast?
If you want to know more, heads down to the detention centers, pal. Questioning should be over, so I figured he's down there having a good cry. Laters.
He ran off to the evidence room.
Well, his investigation is off to a running start, am I right, Emma?
Shut up.
Hey,
It said.
Criminal affairs first? Oh, okay.
Detention center. There we go.
There we go.
mm-hmm.
All right, who is it?
It's the security guard.
Still, I do feel better about things. A little. I mean, they caught the person who stabbed Detective Goodman, didn't they?
Yeah, I guess they did. Best to not go too far down that road just yet. Things will get confusing. Ah!
What was that?
Uh-huh.
You figuring out the pitch?
What was that?
B flat.
Oh, sorry.
This is Jay.
So, that's what I'm saying! Me! A preparator? I was the perpetrator against her! That's what I say!
Oh.
Oh no!
Greetings, sir!
Wait, I know who you are.
No, you don't. Excuse me! But Mr. Edwards, anywhere in the premises. I'm here, sir, at the request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir.
Officer Meekins! So you're a guard here at the detention center.
I'm Mr. Meeksies. Look at me. No, sir, I'm not. I'm just a little lost patrolman.
God damn
Like little lost lamb, sir.
it.
Oh, I get it. You're here to deliver a report?
No, sir. How should I say this?
Wait, he isn't. No. You, Officer Meekins, you didn't, did you?
Prepare to Officer Meekins reporting, sir.
Perpetrator.
What? What?
Now this is an unexpected turn of events. Why are you killing people?
Don't do that.
Why are you
Why you-
killing people? That's
why-
illegal.
Why would you do
You
this?
can't just do that.
That's rude. It's
This
against
guard
the law.
monitors the visitor's room. Seeing a fellow patrolman in here must make him worry about his own fate. Wow. Jesus Christ.
No comments from the peanut gallery.
Oh my god.
I'm allergic.
Yeah, his comments changed on that security guard every time, I believe.
Sir, I'm a patrolman with the general officer, sir! Sir!
Ow, I can hear you fine, Officer Meekins.
Why did they let it happen?
I had some business that day, sir, so I went to the evidence room, sir! The guard station in front of the room was empty, sir!
So normally there's a guard at the evidence room.
That's right, sir, because the evidence is kept in the evidence room, sir! Now, the security officer was out of the office of Marshall!
Marshall?
Then, sir, I happened to glance at the security room monitor,
Marshall, Marshall, Marshall.
and that's when I saw him, sir! A suspicious person in the evidence room! A suspicious person, sir! A suspicious person in the room!
Wow, what the heck is this guy doing?
So what happened then?
After that, sir, everything went right. I saw red. I blacked out.
What color was it?
It was a flash of it all. And when
He's
when I
very
came to,
blue.
sir, I was there in the detention, sir.
I think this greenhorn's a little blue.
Jay's a good looker. How long were you out? Days?
Might I ask, what happened to your hand?
Sir, there was no one to manage me, sir. So I did what I could to wrap it up, sir.
A bandage on his hand. Just like my sky.
Oh. Also, I think my favorite Meekin's face is when he's like sort of pensive in
Inquisitive.
thought.
Yeah.
He's like scratching his chin, looking up in the middle distance. He's like,
Yet another similarity between the case at the prosecutor's office.
First things first, tell us about how you hurt your hand. And Wonder, you want to be Phoenix for a minute?
Okay. Wait, me?
Sorry about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
About your hand. Did that happen during the course of the crime?
Well, you see, sir,
Don't you think you should just confess?
but sir, there's nothing I can do.
Nothing you could do.
So, tell you the truth, sir, when it happened, when the detective pointed out the knife at me, I just hollered, I was like, ah!
He just hollered.
Jay,
The thing I knew, I was unconscious.
Jay.
Holler is one of my favorite verbs.
Yeah.
The next
Jay,
thing you knew, you
Why?
were... Huh?
I hate how good of a Meekins you are.
Yeah. This is kind of perfect.
Then, when I opened my eyes, I was alone in the evidence room, sir. All alone. Alone because Detective Goodman has disappeared.
Oh my god, Jay. What?
You need to hold it a bit longer, though.
Then, when I looked down, I was gushing blood from my hand, sir. Oh, the shock! Oh, the sorrow, sir! Can you imagine how I felt?
What the hell is happening? The victim's body disappeared?
Now everyone has gotten a chance to play Phoenix. It's fair.
Yeah.
That's some story.
The
So
victim?
Jay, what the hell?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
about
about
it.
it.
comes back.
I don't mean to pry, but you are the perpetrator, correct? You killed Detective Bruce Goodman in the evidence room, right?
Sir! Please don't look at me with the sad looking dog eyes, sir!
Wow.
If you have to label me as a perpetrator or victim, sir! Then label me victim!
I am so impressed.
I would, but... Oh,
no,
wait,
no.
this is you.
No. I would, but you happen to be in detention and alive and well at that.
Well, yeah, that's true, sir. I suppose you could say that.
Did you know the victim, Detective Goodman?
Well, sir, if I had to label him as a stranger or a total stranger, then I'd say he leans heavily on the total stranger side.
So, you didn't know him?
Sir, I worked in a tiny department devoid of lights or other creature comforts.
Aw.
I don't know any detectives, sir.
So, if he was a total stranger, then why did you stab him?
Sir, I had no intention of killing anyone else around! Nor do I have any recollection of killing him, sir!
This is incredible. This is great. At least someone around here is more confused than I am.
So whatever process or program you're using to do that, we may want to keep that around for future games.
Can you set things up on my computer too, please?
I will do this so
Like the only thing I
Yeah.
can remember similar to that was when we made me a robot for a
For
certain game.
Danganronpa.
That
A
was the
certain game we did in the
inspiration, you're
past.
right.
I won't say
I
which
could
one.
be so much scarier as the bad guy.
We went this right away.
Yeah, that sounds fun. I kind of want to mess around with it too.
Oh, Len did this? Len is helpful? Yes,
Len
thank you,
Paul did the
Len.
program. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you, Len.
Okay, cool. What do we give him?
Guys, can you imagine Snatcher with voice filters? Monokuma with a little bit of robotiness. Ah.
I'm glad that this is working because I have no idea what I sound like.
I was thinking of a
No,
certain.
it
sounds-
actually
it sounds pretty good.
phenomenal.
I'm thinking of a
Phenomenal.
certain
Even
prosecutor
the volume
from-
level is real good.
Yeah.
Good. I worked hard to balance that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a certain
Yeah.
prosecutor from a certain future gaming
Oh.
series.
Oh no.
What we could do with that? What should I show this guy?
Does he sound like this?
Oh my god.
Oh, what the hell?
I mean, don't drive into the car.
Don't overuse it until it's
Yeah.
not funny anymore. What do we
My
give this
voice
guy?
could go higher than yours.
I'm
Don't
scared.
tell
Don't
him,
tell
Jane.
him.
Okay, I won't.
Yeah,
I won't.
just
I won't.
keep-
No.
I'm sorry for doing such things. I'm sorry.
Can you give him maybe the knife?
this knife.
Yeah,
I'll
that
give him
knife.
the knife. Stab. Officer Meekins, this is for you.
I'm scared of knives, sir!
It's okay. I just wanted to take a look. Ah.
That's it, sir! That's it! That's the one! I was an apple, sir, in my dream, sir, and I was being peeled!
On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife.
He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot.
No.
Here, you need this more than Marshall.
Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this?
I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry, but I have no idea what that is.
I
You've
love
never
this
seen a
face.
steak before?
I love
Sir?
this face. He's so cute.
Yeah.
Maybe you should ask Mr. Edwards, sir.
He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright.
It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edward. Well, that's exactly what Gant did. So
Yeah.
he's just he's like, I'll just copy
You
him.
and-
Great.
You and the police chief are cut from the same cloth, Meekins. I guess this, maybe?
Do you think you could take a look at this?
This poor security guard.
That's what?
My head was blank until this very moment. What, sir? Now I remember. I remember, sir.
You mean you remember what happened?
Correct. That card was the cause of it all.
This ID card?
Exactly, sir. That's exactly it. Give me more, exactly.
I better pry into this one a little deeper.
Oh
And
boy,
it's
more
not there.
Meekins.
Nope, it's there. Good. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a little lost in the patrol man. Lost in a lamb, if you will. So small and lost and tiny. There he was in a white coat. I don't know Mr. Detective Goodman, who was in the evidence room. I didn't know who he was.
And that's why you thought he looked suspicious.
Who was white after Labor Day? Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to show me his ID card.
It's
Well,
always after Labor Day.
Yeah, if you think about it.
Labor Day is
Well,
Labor Day.
it sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's it, sir! That's it! That's what I've been trying to tell you!
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. Well, what did he do? Ah.
That's the thing! Suddenly he pointed a knife at me!
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him. Wow!
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Don't do unto others before they do unto you. My father's last words, sir. Wait.
Oh my! I'm so sorry. Also, those were his last words.
That changed
That changed the context of that line.
It did! Because it implies that he then went off and did something that got himself killed.
The wait at the end with the megaphone filter.
Meekin's lore. What happened to him?
Oh my.
Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white, and when I woke, it was here.
Right.
Hey, Officer Meekins, what were the circumstances of your father's death?
So, Officer Meekins, what were the circumstances of your father's death? I mean, why did they arrest you?
What do you mean, Emma?
Let's look at what we know.
Well, we were surfing, and the shark bit him, and then he tried to do it back, and it didn't go
He
very
bit
well.
the shark.
Was the shark shiny? Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman.
Is that a
And
normal
the
salute
victim, whom he
in
met at
Japan?
the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card.
Is that a normal salute that he's doing, like in Japan, I guess?
I think Meekins is just a little different.
Okay.
Yeah.
What level of scout is that?
I guess. Well, if you held it upright, then that would just be General Boy Scouts.
Okay.
Sorry, I used to be a Boy Scouts. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim.
Which way they would be going.
And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it! That's what I wanted to say! That is... Say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up in here.
He told me that if I had to be him, sir. On that day, it was him. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly?
No, the videotape is quite clear.
There's
Huh?
a video.
Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime, my crime, the crime I swore to stamp out. It's there, it's me, on the tape.
Wow.
And you waited until now to tell us this?
No.
I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, sir. I handed over my badge. I don't deserve it.
No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. Not only
Alright,
do I have
bye.
my own, I also already have a detective's badge. I mean, ID.
You have an ID,
Yeah.
it's not the same.
Well, yeah.
Yes, Jay, are your voice okay?
Slorp.
It's great.
How you doing?
Are you enjoying your character, Jay? It seems like you are. Good.
Hey, Mr. Wright, look at who's standing at the Chief of Detectives desk.
It's Police Chief Gant.
Ugh.
And you're sure this is all, hmm? You know what it means if there's anything missing.
Wonder?
Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked all of his drawers, lockers, garbage cans, bags, coat pockets, hats. Under his seat cushion, behind his computer monitor, inside his personal coffee machine.
I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal?
Yeah, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir.
Chief of Detectives looks a little flustered.
Wrighto, my boy, how have you been? Swim much? Since last time I saw you? Oh ho ho ho, Chief Gant, reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
I love and hate that Mr. Wright looks up to him so much just because he's given him some positive attention.
Yeah, I think it's also because he's scared of him a little bit.
Yeah, a little, but Nick is so starved
admiration.
for I guess a father figure.
I guess, sure.
Do you have one,
Wait.
Phoenix? You'll never know.
Does Phoenix?
I never talk about my parents ever.
Does Phoenix have parents?
Who knows?
He was born without them.
Maybe we'll get a
birthday.
super flashback to the day that Mia actually ran the court case about his family. Oh no! Whoa,
God.
dark.
My parents didn't even. My parents didn't even show up for my own birth.
Oh my god!
Did we do the boat? Did we do the same joke?
Wow.
It all started with the day I was born. Same
Talk to this
brain
man.
cell.
Same brain cell.
What's this? Oh wait, should we show our badge?
Sure.
Oh yes.
He'll
Because
like
he
that.
might run away pretty quickly if we start talking to him. I was wondering, could you take a look at this?
Sorry, Wrighto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find the guy who can't seem to sit still out there. The busy one.
The guy who can't sit still? Does he mean Detective Gumshoe?
Either him or the dancing blue badger.
Alright.
Okay.
Should I talk to him?
We tried.
Should I talk to him now or go to the evidence room?
Let's talk to him.
Yeah.
Saying is Phoenix a Disney princess?
Yeah. That's what
Gotta
I've
be.
learned.
No, Disney princesses have one parent.
Is Edgeworth going to be okay?
No.
Oh, Worthy! Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry committee with him.
Wait, what about Tangledina?
Oh, she was.
Don't worry about it.
Take Tangledina.
Jay.
I
Jay
couldn't.
Jay, she has a
Tangledina.
name.
I had to fit it in between lines.
Well, she
Isn't
was
that just
raised by one
Rapunzel?
parent.
Yes.
She was raised by one parent, so it still counts.
Okay.
Fair
Her
enough.
parents are still alive, though.
True.
Yeah,
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well, they've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year.
You mean the incident on Gourd Lake?
It doesn't look good having the top prosecutor sit in the defendant's seat, does it? And you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Wrighto?
Righto.
So, who
I
is
hate
Fun
looking
Karma?
at him from the front.
I hate swapping from Gant right to Fun Karma.
A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career.
And you killed
But
him in one go.
But in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wow.
Good job.
Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence.
In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of turmoil, you might say.
Yeah, you think the entire prosecutor's office and the police hate Phoenix because of that case?
Maybe. Why, they do just about anything to restore their reputation.
I mean, I seem to like him just fine.
Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, could be bad for Worthy.
I think Gant sees Phoenix as someone he can use in the future. So, he wants to butter Phoenix up so that he can use us later.
Spooky.
Scary.
What?
Skeletons.
Archie, are you in here too? Where are you? It's downright odd, I tell you. The detective getting killed on their turf too, I mean. there being the prosecutors, I assume.
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says. What evidence is this? Now, Wrighto, I can't give away all of our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets, can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the chief of detectives trap shut.
He was the one you were picking on earlier.
Huh? Oh, you saw that! Oops. I wonder what it was that he wanted the chief of detectives to do.
Hey, Chief! Go
Let's
fuck
see.
yourself!
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Let me just slip past you there, sir, just real quick.
Hey, buddy. Ooh, sorry you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there, that's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman is still here.
Of course not. Well, except for this.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. We didn't even finish writing it.
Oh my god.
It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
Gant is right here, you're gonna get fired.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21st. Better make a note of that just in case.
You don't say.
Morning?
Lost item report made on the same date.
Alright.
Mine now. Yoink. I should really get back to investigating the police department crime scene. I can't believe the chief of police. Well, I can't believe the chief of police just gave us that. He just gave us that.
You know, he wants.
9 scribbled out.
You wanted to.
So all this tells us is that he lost something on the day he was murdered.
Something.
It was a muffler.
Possible.
I'm gonna say it was his ID.
That makes sense.
Oh, smart one. Such a smart one. Sorry, that was kind of
real quiet.
Yeah,
as
that
soon as
was
we left the police station.
that came off as condescending. I didn't mean it to be. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Came off as Zoidberg.
That it was very super.
Yeah.
He's still not here. Where you at, Marshall? I bet I know where we should go. We should go check up with Edgeworth.
Okay.
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 You want the underground
my-
parking lot.
Oh my god.
Hi.
There
Hi.
you go. New info, please.
Well, this place is just as classy today as it was yesterday.
I'm obsessed with
sh-
that tea set in the back.
And I'm sure it'll still be just as classy tomorrow, Emma. Incidentally, Edgeworth's not here.
Aw. I'm sure he's off doing important investigations.
I hope that's what he's doing. It's not.
Huh?
I guess we'll have to come back.
Yeah,
We already
everything about
know.
this-
He's getting Inquisition.
Yeah, everything about this office is incredible, and I love it.
Yeah. It's a pretty good one. I still love that his vase has a cravat on it. I don't know if it was that obvious in the original version. You can really tell now.
Yeah.
Detention center? Did we completely finish with it? Okay.
Maybe back
Yeah.
to Marshall's office.
I remember this is the chapter where where the beginning of where do I go for Phoenix Wright starts, I think.
Who are you people?
There we go.
No.
Never mind. I'm looking up the guy you had last time.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Can I
Phoenix.
present this steak and just like wave it around in the air to attract him?
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that Gant didn't leave. Maybe we should try talking to him again.
Let's see.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh.
Yeah, I knew it. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wrighto asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence through.
It's gonna cost you.
No.
Now, Wrighto. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't even need to investigate after all. Wrighto, please. Do I look like a selfish man?
Yes.
Yes!
Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem.
Sir, can I borrow $50?
Gumshoe
Hey,
just
can I borrow
appears.
$50?
Hey,
Gumshoe
here's
just
$50.
appears out of thin air.
It's just like that. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
Hey pal, did
Okay,
you
how
hear?
much are your interest rates?
Pal, did you hear? The chief is giving away $50 to anyone who asks.
Don't worry about it for now.
It just goes to show I didn't get to read the rest of that line.
Don't know until you ask.
Shows.
Don't know until you ask.
Sorry.
And for you, here, you can borrow this.
Hey. This is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
Oh, I already have one.
That's a special card for guests, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
Sir?
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. I knew he'd leave.
Disapparate.
It looks pretty cool on my label, doesn't it? Just think, a real idea.
You seem happy.
Lapel.
Lapel. Yes, sir.
Lapel.
Because, sir, we got to go to the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Well, at least she's happy. Back
Alright.
to Marshall?
Yep.
Marshall Land? What? Oh, wait,
No.
wait, can we just use the
Yeah,
card on the
examine the
thing?
door.
Yeah.
The evidence room is beyond that door.
And we have the ID card from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. And what happened?
Aha! The card reader is turned off. See? I've put the pieces together.
You've deducted nothing!
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, what's made my Bambina's skies so gray? Howdy.
Officer Marshall. Why does it have to be him? Oh, yeah, but Phoenix.
What's that? Why does it have to be him, look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. Yes, I can tell by all the bottles.
We're here to investigate a crime scene?
Yeehaw! That card you got there on your chest. Well, that's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what you stand there for?
Yeah.
Get along, little doggies. Crime scene's awaiting.
Looks like the card reader's on again. Well, while we're here, I was wondering if I could ask you some questions.
Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres.
You're busy then?
You could say that. Did I say that? I only
You
said
could, I
didn't-
won't.
I only said I didn't wish to speak with y'all.
Damn. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. But okay. Okay.
I'll talk to you.
Okay.
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie.
No, you're not.
Like a gunslinger loading a six-shooter, I say a little prayer.
I bet you're hungry. Yeah.
What was that all about, Mr. Wright?
I think he was just too hungry to talk.
You're just saying that because his stomach was growling. I have no idea what he was talking about either. Or you have no idea what he was talking about either.
We could be clueless together. Well, in any case, we need to get the crap.
Nah, I mean, have your damn.
Give him the lunch.
That smell reminds me of Texas.
So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas.
Nah, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from?
Hey, Patrick, what am I?
Never been.
Texas.
Is this from my baby?
Yeah, Miss Starr.
What's this?
What? What's wrong?
A Philly steak lunch. I see.
I don't see. I wonder what it means.
How would he say
Murdered him on the
fillet?
spot, honey.
Would he
bunch
say it
of
as
oats.
Philly? Probably. All right,
So,
ma'am. Oh, go
Does
ahead.
this is the lunch a secret message in some
I
way
think so.
from Angel to
Probably from the
him?
language, yeah.
I guess.
Food
But
like
might be
also
some,
he's just
like-
hungry.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the language of food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be surprising if then, like, hey, you can trust the people who give you this lunch.
I don't know if
It's,
I've
it's
ever
like
caught that
Victorian
before.
flower arranging.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
The
good of her to
secret
do that for us.
language of bento box arrangement.
Sounds about right.
All right, Bambina, you win. Ask for anything.
Finally, it seems like
He's willing to talk.
yeah.
Okay.
Look at my badge. Nope, that's Pog.
Isn't it neat?
Officer Marshall, you're in charge of the security evidence room, right?
You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it.
Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us.
That poor little doggy. Poor guy. I keep getting his name wrong and call him a Meekly.
Aw. He
Well-
told us something.
He is kind of meek, so, you know.
He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station.
Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this. But since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost the fire for the job, you know?
Yeah, he says, taking a swig from a flask.
It's apple juice.
No, I couldn't tell.
Yeah. So what were
Well-
you doing at 5:15?
I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy.
On a car with no name.
Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy.
There's no need for people here anyhow. Zippy is a Buick. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place.
It's an Oldsmobile.
You mean the security camera system?
I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Marshall, eat your greens.
Yeah.
Don't eat your greens, they're
Eat your damn
disgusting.
vegetables.
Depends on the
Jake.
greens.
Miss Starr told
Carrots. They're orange.
she said you were a detective up until 2 years ago.
It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of a crime. That's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire.
Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck do you mean?
You're
Okay.
still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you?
That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but smells like a bad game of poker.
Sweaty?
Yeah, sweat, tobacco, whiskey, and farts.
Fear parts.
The things they don't tell you about high-stakes gambling.
What kind of case was it anyway? I've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened.
There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, That case is officially dead as of 2 days ago.
2 days ago. The day of our case.
That's right. The evidence transfers.
Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. More to talk about?
Do I have water? No, I don't. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do.
Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen.
That one grinds the coffee and that machine brews the coffee. That's about all I know. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with my steaks. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras.
Those are the ones that Officer Meekin mentioned. Meekin's mentioned.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased.
Yeah.
If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. What the hell?
Well, if it doesn't know, what if it is something like if it doesn't notice movements?
Yeah, I guess, but... And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman are the ones, are
And
they
if
on one of
something
those
does
tapes?
And if something does happen, I erase them myself.
Oh, damn.
With a giant magnum and knife.
It's made of magnet.
I reckon they might be.
You're the security guard, you reckon?
One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, y'all need an ID card.
Thus, the card reader by the door. Turns out there was cameras in the records room, and Marshall just deleted us getting tased.
Yeah.
This jerk.
The card reader leaves a record of every ID card that passes through. Ooh. 777777.
I know one of
At
those.
On 420.
Nice!
Hey, yeah, it's the weed number.
That's so lucky. Look at it.
I see a 96 in there. Nice.
Nice. Well,
Oh, so this is the
upside down
ID card record, right?
Hey, I've seen that somewhere before.
Sorry, Bambina. I can't show you any more than that.
Huh?
I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet.
Mr. Wright, I saw a number on there, on that record just now. I've seen that number before.
Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing.
I wonder how.
Yeah, you want to do that before we get to the last thing? That makes sense.
Was this ID number on
Yeah.
there?
It sure was. Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about?
We'll only keep evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So, we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, you see.
So what happens to the evidence after 2 years?
It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the county sheriff's department. That's what we call a transferal. Do it every February.
I see now.
Transferal is like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated.
And that happened to SL9 days ago. Hmm.
I am present. No, not this.
See this? This is the victim's ID card.
Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot?
The number on this is 584-2189.
Officer Marshall, show us that ID card record again.
Yeah. It's right there. It's right there.
14.
Look at the 4th number. It's a perfect match.
It was used at 514, right before the stabbing.
Oh, the name thing is covering it up. Are 3 and 5 the same?
Looks like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world.
So, when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room.
His card
But-
was in the evidence room.
Wait, what did Officer Meekin say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. So he pointed a knife at me.
So ready. If he had his ID card then, why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins?
All right, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record.
Yes, yoink, mine now, thank you.
Do it, you won't.
I've got an idea.
And look at this
You
thing.
wanna look at it? Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
See?
Yeah, 3 and 5 are the same.
Mm-hmm. And now
So-
it's labeled as Bruce Goodman, which is helpful.
Hey. So unidentified person came in at 4:20. Blaze it. Unidentified person 2 came in at 20 minutes later. 10 minutes after that, we get a mystery
Presumably
person.
the murderer or Meekins.
Yeah, missing or unknown person 3, and then 24 minutes later, that same person entered with Bruce Goodman, or like right after Bruce Goodman. Okay.
I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Anybody on the force, perhaps?
Shows it to Mr. Gumshoe. Oh yeah, those are all me. I lose my ID card all the time, pal.
Evidence room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's have it. I'm gonna quickly go grab a water bottle.
Okay, sounds
Okay.
good.
Rick, somebody get the controller.
Guys, what's going on in this case? I'm lost. Don't understand. Jay, what are you blowing on?
The buttons if I can push the dialogue. I didn't quite make it.
And I'm
No.
back.
Hello.
That was quick.
All right.
Hmm? Yes.
Oh hey,
You drank that shit.
more people. 65.
Fewer
Top
names
dog.
than I thought.
22.
Did they go out of their way to fit all of these faces on one screen, perhaps? I thought I remembered that you had to scroll for these.
Why?
I don't know. Just make it look nicer. I think we've met everybody so far. Maybe. It's quiet. The investigation must be over there or over here.
So this is the evidence room. It really is kind of like a graveyard.
How old is Gan? The thing said 65, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 65.
Dang. Yep. Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Which I can. Ah!
Boo!
Ah!
Oh yeah, Len
Sorry.
reminds me. I've
Right.
been meaning to ask you: is your icon Borger?
It is a burger.
Oh,
Len
is it
drew
a,
it.
Yeah,
is
Len
it
drew
a-
that.
Is it a Krabby Patty?
Well, no, but it could be.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. You bent one of my hair spikes. So is it true what I heard?
Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Yes. Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem.
Oh my god!
So please go ahead. Investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, it's true.
So, Chief of the Police Gant will loan anyone $50, even me?
Oh, that's what you were talking about.
All I need are $50 US. It's been a really tough. It's been a really tough month. I just need to pay rent.
Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today, pal.
Well, good for you.
Just for today?
Just for the day.
Boss for a day.
But guess what? You got permission from the chief. So now you're a boss for the day. I'm gonna follow you now. No more decisions. My head hurts.
Gee, thanks.
First of all, you want to have this.
Mine. Yoink.
All right, evidence. Floor plans. Very helpful.
Okay.
It's an L what fell over. Yeah, it's an L block. Talk, I guess.
So, Detective Gumshoe, your boss for the day?
That's right, it's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using yesterday's finding to prepare for tomorrow's trial.
Aww.
In other words, you got kicked out of the investigation again.
I'm adamant though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. In my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I am a detective after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
I use my ID.
So I got that. What? Oh my god.
What?
A fishing pole and a metal detector.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, I think that little remote thing comes back in the second game too.
Oh, back there.
Well, the yellow thing right down there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So where's the dog?
Yeah, well, the dog, I hope that they don't keep him in here.
Maybe there's like a little food dish somewhere.
Oh.
Aw, poor Missile.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So,
It's in the bag, oh no.
no.
Put the dog in
So
the
Mr. Edgeworth
bag.
is the inquiry committee now, right?
We have to go back to 4 minutes before.
No.
No, awful, jeez.
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
Let me see.
I guess this is what you can call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. Not the one where his dad died. He's over that one. It's fine.
Oh, good.
That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. You know, after the dad thing.
Maybe we can get him to tell us more about the case. Yeah.
This place is more high-tech than you think, pal. Every locker is fixed so that only one detective can open it.
Using their ID card?
Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Well, I'm on my third one since entering the force already.
Gumshoe.
Of course you are.
Come on, pal.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Now you say that, but
Yeah, I was like, can anyone here tell us what foreshadowing is? I don't. I'm not actually. That's not actually, but like.
right hand. Oh, you mean your fingerprint?
Imagine Gumshoe with a robot hand or a hook.
Oh, you meant like he actually got it chopped off? Oh, God.
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coated with a fingerprint.
Gumshoe, I am your father.
Ow. So, the only locker we can open is our own.
You know, if you give
Hold up.
Gumshoe a robot hand, he'd be a Blade Runner character at that point.
Hold up, excuse me. Can we take a look at his locker?
Oh my god! Oh my god, that photo!
Huh?
Oh my.
Is that
I
an
mean-
important photo?
That's well, don't worry about that for now. But
Yeah, don't
this photo.
don't worry about until next game.
Oh my god,
Okay.
that's absolutely new to this version.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's gotta be.
Yeah.
Funny. They look like normal lockers.
Oh, the latest model. There's a trick to the handle, see?
The handles.
On the other side of the handles is the sensor, and if the wrong person touches it, it zaps them.
Zap! You get a shock.
Oh, well, look at you go.
Was it the original? Okay.
If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day.
It's probably more clear in this version. And yeah, you think this case was made after the other two games.
You're right. I thought about that after I made the realization. Yeah.
In any case, the locks aren't that obvious. There are even some people that on the force that don't even know about the fingerprint locks.
Evidence locker added to that court record. Cool. Show him things or look around?
Show him the log for the door.
Ah, good call.
Oh yeah, oh, this one.
Gumshoe, you any of these? Could you take a look at this?
You dis?
You dis? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing.
Oh, yeah, I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came in here? Oh my god.
What is it?
That second number.
We're 873.
Oh, 5.79.
Okay, the 440.
I thought IDs were confidential.
It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh,
What?
he even knows Edgeworth's ID number.
Aw.
Why would Edgeworth have an ID number for the police? Okay, whatever.
I know. The second number on this list, it belongs to Mr. Edgeworth.
Is he chief prosecutor now?
What?
Head prosecutor?
Acting, since Lana is in prison at the moment.
I guess.
I guess he wouldn't have been then.
ID
maybe
card record update in the court record.
Maybe prosecutors are allowed.
Why would Edgeworth have come to the evidence room? We might need to talk to him about that later. Oh, what if we present the luminol?
Oh.
That's it.
You can't
I've
open the
been
lockers.
muted.
I was
Wow.
You've been quiet. Hey, Saps.
Damn it!
You can't open the lockers if your fingerprints don't match, pal.
Do we miss any zingers of yours, Seps?
I pointed out the picture before anyone else did. Ah!
I'm sorry for making it seem like we were ignoring you. I
Listen
promise
to
we
him
weren't.
cry.
Well, the way I pointed out, I was like, the picture.
She.
If you, yeah. If you can open it, I'll give you 50 cents, which is like half of my money.
Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
Oh, after all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. Stabbed. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Why?
1% Lumo?
Man, I really like this case. It's really good.
Yeah.
Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
That's fine.
You bet it's fine, pal. It's gonna stay fine.
You got me.
Alright, I guess I'll examine stuff.
Do what you want.
No clues here.
Nope, no clues
no-
there.
no clues
Nope,
there.
nothing here.
There we go. There's something sticking out of here.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was opened recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detectives responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my own neck over some silly evidence?
Sounds like a Detective Gumshoe leaves his evidence hanging out a lot, too.
Phrasing.
You don't know that.
I bet he doesn't tuck in his shirt under that trench coat either. Huh, Gumshoe?
If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it in front of them, pal.
Oh, I was about to ask you, sir.
This place is stuffed with evidence. Stuffed with dreams.
I'm not sure about the dreams.
It won't open.
Did you really think it would?
Hey, pal, security is high tech around here.
Did Phoenix get more snippy between cases?
Yes.
A little bit.
Eh. Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
It's like, she's okay, but she's not Maya.
Nobody can replace Maya. There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some kind of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
I don't like you, Emma.
What? Oh, I like Emma quite a lot. I think she's great.
Sometimes
Some
I
sort
don't
of-
like her.
Some
Every
sort
now
of
and
bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
Sometimes she says stuff.
What a sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Ah, that's my personal fishing pole. I never did get around to using it. It's kind of hard. It doesn't have a reel.
Wait, I've seen
It's
that.
not really a reel.
I've seen
fishing
that somewhere
rod.
before.
I know. That's right, pal. That's that metal detector. It's amazing. The one that led to the solving of what's the case out there like Guide Lake, remember? Yeah.
All right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago, huh? And I don't think I've seen this one before, but you will.
Oh, that's a bug sweeper. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some cases sooner or later.
No way. Was
Wink, wink,
this
nudge, nudge.
was this bit in the original?
This case was made after the other games. so
I
probably.
understand, but I just don't remember them talking about this.
You can't judge a person or machine by its cover. You gotta look at their heart and or lack thereof.
Fair enough.
Slide. Oh, hi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit more. Wait, wasn't that where the
What?
picture was?
That's Guess Gumshoe's locker.
Shit,
Like-
dude.
What's this? Blood!
Blood.
Blood! Blood!
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
Looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
So, do you pronounce your blood with an umlaut?
Blood.
Blood.
Mr. Wright. What if there are other blood stains left in the room?
We should use her testing fluid to check it out.
Sepsi muted again.
No.
Okay.
I figured you would have piped in when we started talking about umlauts.
Wow,
'Cause
someone
you're
must have
nuts.
broken something big to make all these pieces.
Wait, does Norwegian have umlaut?
What?
I was assuming it did, but maybe it doesn't.
What is it?
Umlaut.
It's like a form of punctuation that typically
Yeah.
goes over the letter.
Oh, no.
The 2 dots. Okay.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps?
You're
gonna accuse you of
mixing me
some-
up with the Swedes?
I mean, like the whole like Germanic family of languages.
Norway and Denmark stands out by having a, o, o.
Oh.
Oh yeah, the
Well,
combo
they-
letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of Swede.
Or the A with the O on top of it.
Apologies to any
yeah, that's
Swedish
an O.
viewers.
O. That's O, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's apparently outside of the case, you know.
The case.
Oh, the case. The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on top of the pieces there?
Another piece of SL9 evidence. Yeah, take a closer look. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try and put it back together?
I sure do.
Humpty Dumpty. Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
You have the voice clip, everybody. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place.
God damn it.
It was all a ruse from the beginning.
It was
to get
all-
her to say
it was
that
a
we
plan.
did it.
This
It was
is
the
why
plan
you
all
guys
along.
casted me as her.
Got him.
Laughing at the echo that came over.
Yes. Now,
Welcome to minigames, by the way.
yes,
Yeah.
this was made for the DS.
It sure was.
What?
Oh, I bet it is this one. Just turn it right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What
No.
do you mean no?
No.
Aw, am I wrong?
Didn't like
Damn.
Huh?
I don't think it goes on that side at the very least.
The second to last one? No.
I don't think it has a top on it. That one? No.
We already tried that. I was pretty sure,
The
but nope.
leftmost one?
Yeah, try the leftmost.
But that doesn't look correct.
Wait. I think maybe it was right though. Can you turn it like twice?
The thing is, the bottom sticks out to be different.
That? No.
No.
The
Couldn't be.
well, that wasn't the way that I
Oh.
was.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
okay,
there we
there we
go.
go.
Yeah, the problem is the bottom didn't shape up correctly with it, so it would still.
There we go. There we go.
close, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we're moving now.
Now it's the leftmost one.
Mm,
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, boy.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
Yeah, bye.
That means it's dangerous. I learned this from.
Yeah, bye.
Second one. Second one.
Wait, no, it's already.
Yeah. Left?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Eh.
Hmm?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I wonder which piece this is.
Great. Hey, wait a
There's a
minute.
missing piece.
Is it inside? Did it
Huh?
magically appear when we build it?
Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
Oh, yeah, I got that far too in like 2 minutes myself. The problem is finishing it.
Dang it.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with.
Still, doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
I wouldn't have even expected that to be the way to place it. I would have thought it would be upside down.
Yeah, I hate
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, me too.
I hate this vase.
Yeah, it's
The
turn.
gust bellows from Skyward Sword.
It does look a little bit like
Yeah,
it.
it does. Look, this one's open, and the red indicator light above the door is lit.
AF. That locker is coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint.
Detective Goodman's locker.
Oh.
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it's hard to get it open again if you closed it, so...
It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. I just noticed that Emma has a badge on her. Well, she's covering it with her arm right now.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Did she always have that, or did Gank give her that?
I don't know.
It's got her face on it, so she probably always had it.
Huh. Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe? 3 times.
There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective.
But you are
That-
one, aren't you?
That's evidence from the case, you know.
You mean it's on the hind? It does have a
No.
tag. Rubber glove added to the contract.
Extremely thin rubber glove. Paint?
Killer's Michael Jackson.
What is a saw and paint doing here?
That glove is not nearly shiny enough.
Good point.
Since the dawn of time, True Art has always been a war against oppression.
are you talking
Preach!
True art. I noticed that there's blue and yellow paint here.
It was Inspector Cabanella.
Oh my god. Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Inspector Cavanella.
Because I gave him a Michael Jackson voice.
Oh, I got you.
Oh yeah.
Ah, yeah. Well, you might say it's my studio.
Here? In the evidence room?
I think he missed his true calling.
It turned out pretty good. If you put these pieces together, it makes a jar, mostly.
There are 2 things that bother me.
Only
The
2.
blood?
1, why are some of the pieces missing? 2, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
Yes, you do.
I'll make sure to remember that next time I make a jar.
But you made it, Phoenix?
Nobody has anything to say about the spatter on it? Alright.
Without maybe paint.
I think we want luminol in this room somehow. I thought we were gonna have to present it to Gumshoe, but maybe not.
Wow, we're at 2 full pages of evidence.
Wow.
And I don't think we're anywhere near stopping.
Let me say
No,
one thing
this
I
is-
did.
How do I-
we need to...
Do I go to court
I
record?
guess maybe you can't use it?
Mm.
Oh, great.
Oh,
Aw.
it has
Oh,
her
it says it was
name.
Can you examine? Yeah. Someone used a marker to write their name on this. I wonder who. Emma
I wonder
Scott.
who.
Don't tell me you bring this with you everywhere you go.
Well, you never know where something might go down.
And also, the
Fair.
situation might have called for it. I get it. And it did.
And it did.
So I can just spray.
Oh, we could just do it anytime? Okay, great. Yes.
His blood.
I think do a few more times on the hand.
A few more times?
Yeah.
Oh.
I knew it! This is someone's right handprint.
What?
What's the matter, detective?
This locker is mine.
It's
Oh.
yours.
Please,
Found the killer.
you have to help me. When they come to take me away, promise me to testify that I wouldn't harm a fly.
Your Honor,
have brother-
Gumshoe couldn't harm a fly if he tried.
You'll do that for me, won't you, pals?
This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans.
I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gumshoe.
Okay.
Gumshoe says ACAB.
But you're a detective.
I don't think we're
So
done with this.
he
I think
would
there's more.
know.
I
This
think
is true.
there's definitely at least one more spot on this side and maybe a spot on the left.
Well,
thing we
with
have
the pieces
a lot of
that
it.
were broken there was some blood, so...
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
wow.
okay.
That was
Much.
close.
Much.
I'm the kind of guy you can't trust.
That must have been one massive pool of blood. Never seen anything like it. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective?
Pale blue blood.
It was an octopus.
Maybe
Vulcan.
Detective Goodman.
Was
What's an alien?
Was actually an alien.
Called
He's a
blind.
Vulcan.
Anyone got
Vul-
any boigas?
Vulcans have blue blood.
I
right?
do,
Or was that-
right here.
Or was that Romulans?
What
I'll
does he
just be
want?
a nerd over it. I was like, did Vulcans had blue blood, right? Or Romulans, or maybe both?
I don't even know what a Romulan
Don't remember. We'll have to ask Chris.
is. No idea what a Romulan is.
Romulan.
This proves.
Romulans are
proves-
edgy Vulcans.
Yeah.
Oh. This proves that something really happened in front of this locker.
I'll make a note of it on the floor plan.
Vulcans have green
Hey.
blood.
Uh-huh.
If you didn't
Okay,
want my
so-
opinion, you shouldn't have asked.
Okay, so they have copper-based blood.
It could be a robot from Aliens, which has white bloods.
What?
You ever seen Aliens? Good movie. They have robots with white blood in them.
This isn't. This is blue.
I know. We're just naming weird blood colors.
How have we
Well,
gone
that's
this
right.
long
Blue
without
blood.
saying anything about Homestuck?
Listen. I'm being good.
The hell is a home? The hell is a Homestuck?
Why am I getting a reaction here?
Friska's been here. There. I went for it.
I am reasonably certain we have never seen a Homestuck runner's blood.
But
There's
does
no
he run?
reason. Yes. Running along. There's no reason for the murderer to touch the spot if he fled out the door. This might just be something insignificant.
Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal. I've never seen it even though I work here.
What, this? It's called luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I would say that the detectives are severely underfunded, but I think it's just Gumshoe that's underfunded.
Yeah. I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief.
You can't just go to forensics? Well, where do you get this, Emma?
I always buy it by mail order.
Oh, well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Bought from mail order. Okay. I think that's it for blood.
All right.
Kind of figured that would be the end, though.
So court record.
Yeah, maybe presenting something?
Floor plans. All right, we marked off the blood.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe we should present stuff.
Maybe, but what?
No. Maybe not.
I'm suspicious. We might come back to that room. Maybe Edgeworth is back, maybe?
Maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Yes, no, maybe.
Okay. We need to be keeping track of how many times we drive from here to the prosecutor's office.
How much time are we wasting?
It's been at least 2 hours today.
Right. Well, he's the high prosecutor.
No, not
Nothing.
here. What about Megan's?
Oh yeah, maybe the floor plans will tell us something.
Oh yeah, maybe present
might-
the log to him too, like the ID log.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, we should go around and find everybody. Yeah.
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 Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this?
I'm sorry, sir. Really sorry. I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edwards, sir.
He is passing the buck.
All right.
And say,
So, what the
what about
hell?
Officer Marshall?
Oh yeah.
That's my next thought with the.
Well, he's the one that gave it to us in the first place, right?
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Yes, but maybe it's worth the time.
Sure, maybe.
Or the
and Chief Gantz already ran away.
Oh yeah.
I'm surprised Meekins didn't have anything to say about that.
Yeah.
Look at this.
The sheriffs back in the Wild West didn't place much faith in evidence. About the only thing they trusted was their shooting hand. Don't like that.
This is neither wild nor west here.
Aha! But that and this are two different things entirely.
I guess so? I'm lost.
It looks like we need some evidence to get anywhere with this guy. I just showed him evidence just now.
We need to fill out the list before showing it to him again.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
But I think that's all of our options
Well, that's
so far.
Miles Edgeworth.
Edgeworth?
Well, we were-
Say Goodman.
Can we take one more look at the evidence room?
Okay.
I mean, I feel like if we were done in there, Gumshoe would have said, wow, that's a pretty good thing here. I don't know what's going on. Do you?
I mean, at this point, just present everything to him.
What about the ID card, perhaps?
I'm looking up the guide.
Okay.
Run!
Ah, you got something.
Nope.
Oh, that's the victim Detective Goodman's ID card. These days, everything's a card and secret numbers. I can never relax.
That's only because you always lose your card.
Oh.
I always forget my secret number too. Scarier. My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to?
Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Good boy. Let's see here. Gosh. Maybe the stuff related to Edgeworth to get his Edgeworth senses going?
Oh, this is my crowning achievement, my masterpiece, you might say.
Like some Kunstwerk.
But art is always misunderstood, pal.
Art?
Oh no, not you too. He was dancing proudly there on the day of the award ceremony. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony. And they took the Blue Badger away for a while.
Really? Why?
Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I toiled night and day!
I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see where they're
Aw.
Okay,
Hey, I just
so,
had a thought.
Gumshoe.
Go use the luminol on the Blue Badger.
I don't think we can do that.
It's not in this room. I don't.
Can't
But
you do
our-
it?
I figured out what we are missing, and there are two things.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
It's in this room.
Oh. Examine?
No,
not
in the room.
Not
you
this room. The one that we were just in. What's up?
And then you can either present an item to Gumshoe or check that glove there on the police tape.
I thought we did
Wait,
that. We
we
have
did
the
that.
glove and evidence already.
Yeah, we've
Oh,
done
did
that.
we? Okay, then
Yeah.
we need to present the knife for a Goodman's note to him.
Oh,
This knife or
that's-
the other knife?
oh,
The other
okay.
knife.
SL9. Present him with SL9.
Sure.
Okay.
Oh, Detective Goodman's note, and that's switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was the most surprised of anyone.
Because of the SL9 connection?
That was Mr. Edgeworth's first case, you know, 2
No.
years ago.
First big case.
First big.
The Bigley case. What was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared?
But why would evidence from that case turn up now?
I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. Oogly boo.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Oh, now that was a bloody violent case.
Violent. So it was a murder?
Serial killing.
He... A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all.
Too bad.
Wait.
But the killer made a mistake, and Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
Well, that put Mr. Edgeworth right on in the spotlight and started the rumor mill.
Rumors about forged evidence.
It was supposed to be all cleaned up by the transfoil the other day. It was the last job he ever did.
He was 2
Detective
days from
Goodman,
retirement.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident. See,
So, the switchblade knife.
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself?
hey pal, look at the time.
Was there something you needed to be going to? We're done here.
It's just that Mr. Edgeworth Inquiry Committee should be letting out soon. And,
Nice.
I'm gonna go give them my report for the day.
Excuse me?
The
Mhm.
restaurant?
That's another
Oh!
call. That's another call forward.
Now this one I remember.
Don't worry about it.
This
Oh,
room
got
is
it.
just filled with references for the next
Yeah.
games.
It might help, you know. You know these kind of things.
Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer?
The one that says nothing but no problems.
No problem here.
Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. It's fine. I believe in him.
Who needs enemies when you've got friends like Detective Gumshoe?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm off, pal. Later.
Alright, bye. I should probably see what Edgeworth has to say too.
Oh,
All right.
oh.
Edgeworth.
Oh.
What is oh and ugh
Well,
and
that's-
oh?
I'm just checking how much of this day is left.
Yeah, probably. Either we should make sure that like this won't
Oh.
put it too far past 10.
But we should probably go to Edgeworth's office and at least remember, hey, we should talk to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet the opening conversation is real quick.
All right. So
Hey!
What up, Edgeworth?
so should we call it here or keep going a little longer?
Let's go until, like, maybe the convoys and,
Sure,
Wait.
I'm up for that.
What the?
What the yes?
I heard a sound. Oh, get out of there!
Kitty? I called it.
eat the plastic. Don't eat the plastic. I'm gonna eat it.
Rebelling.
No, she was sticking her head in a pizza box.
Oh
It's,
no.
it's the curse.
It's empty. There's just crumbs. You don't want that.
I
Jim
do.
does, though.
It'll give you.
I do though.
It'll make you stinky. All right. Oh, it's.
Oh my!
Oh,
Huh?
no.
My apologies.
Oh, what?
I did not remember he was in this chapter.
Me
what are-
neither.
What are you
Oh.
doing here?
It's you.
What?
I swear to God, is he gonna be in the profiles?
Have we met somewhere?
Huh?
Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Bye now.
Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
Right.
Angst.
Angst. He has the hotel bring him tea service.
What?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
I am.
By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you.
Oh yes. He brought me the latest information. It seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently, a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow.
The real info's on the other side, Edgeworth. Maybe let's just let him go with this one.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Poor Mr.
Oh.
Edgeworth. I think this whole
So,
thing is really taking a toll on him.
so, Mr. Edgeworth, you think maybe you'd want to check out this restaurant with me?
Aw. It has really good cakes.
Now this is a good place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can come back and we can start talking to him, and I'm sure it'll snowball from there.
All right, save.
When was the last time
And
you
I-
saved?
Is it just now?
Just now. All right.
Just now. Good
And
stream.
with that, good night, everybody. It was
What kind of
luminol
soup was it?
luminol soup.
Ooh, what-
Luminol
Hey,
soup.
don't drink that.
Ooh,
No.
that doesn't. Yeah, don't. That doesn't sound good for you. I wouldn't have any of that.
It was,
Then again, I ate dry sand last week, so I
it
mean,
was
Who might have said?
Salisbury
Dry
steak
what?
soup.
dry sand. It was one of the things in Book of Mario. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay, right.
All right,
This is fun.
Salisbury steak soup.
Oh yeah, that sounds more
Hey.
appealing.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
take
that's
that.
much better.
I like,
Oh,
a, like,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like a nice hearty stew.
Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Tomorrow is question mark. Don't
No.
mind me. Just checking.
It's Book
whatever.
of Mario, isn't it?
Oh, tomorrow's Book of
Hell
Mario.
yeah.
Tomorrow's Book of
Hell
Mario.
yeah! Look forward to that. Excellent.
Oh no.
It's Book of Tamario.
Hey.
Coops the villain will, or sorry, Carbon the villain will.
Carbon the villain.
I'm gonna get all of them, man.
All right.
See you next time, folks.
Good night, everybody. See you next time.
Good night.